Now, as promised, sometimes it just takes a while to figure out exactly how to do the thing. In this case, I guess it takes about 2 hours to figure out what command line things to run. And so we're just going to run that from the text segment. How's this going to work exactly? I think the first thing we could do, we're going to keep this really simple. We're going to, I think we're just going to hard code everything, right? So we're going to hard code, actually, how are we going to pipe? How's that going to work? I don't know. We're going to see. So we have an example in Silence Detection API of running a command, right? But what is an output here? So the output is the struct that we get back when we run a command. It has exit status, and std out, and std error. So we need to do something different here, right? Because we don't want to just execute a command. We want to pipe the output of one command into the input of a different command, the same way the shell does. Now we're currently in the standard library process thingamajig, and there's probably something in here that talks about doing exactly that. Yeah, like here's new command ls spawn, yada yada yada. Configuration, inherit. When used with output. Okay, is there an example? Maybe we just scroll to the top. We could definitely also just, pull up the Rust documentation. That's also an option. Or I could just try to start writing something or have Copilot do it. Those are all options. So I see stuff about pipes here. Okay, stdio piped. Good shots, stdio expect. Can be configured by passing an stdio to the corresponding method of the command. Once spawned, they can be accessed from the child. Piping the output from one command into another command can be done like so. Okay, so we have echo child. This echoes this. std out piped spawn. Okay, and this runs this command and takes the standard input from echo out. Okay. That gives me some hint as to what I'm doing here. So we can do something like... excuse me. We do let... audio extraction. If I was an equal sign, there we go. This would be like commands. New. I mean, Copilot's trying, but it briefly thought of using ffmpeg. Let's see, ffmpeg. Yep. Okay, so we're not going to use expect here. We are going to match. There we go. Okay, so let me grab this command over here and rearrange things a little bit. So we're gonna rebuild this this first part before the pipe to run it inside of our Rust microservice. Let's give myself a little bit more space here. There we go. .org. There we go. Hide banner. Oh, wood wrapping was on. Just not doing a very good job of it. Okay. And then I'm gonna do /obs/ I'm just gonna hard code. Like I said, I'm just gonna hard code everything right now to get something that is working here, and then we can go back to then handle the list of URIs and the track and the cursor and those details. Right, so then map. Two, and then a codec, and then AC, one, yes, AR. So this is, what is AC here? I don't know, but it works. At some point I should probably look at the docs for FFmpeg. Something about audio. And then AR is presumably the like the bitrate. -F, so the format, WAV, and then the we want to tell it dash so that it outputs the standard output. And then how is this supposed to work? We say std out is piped. Yep, and then we spawn. Now that gives us a result, so we don't need to await that, right? But we do need to then match based on what happens. So either we failed to run the command, in which case we'll have that error case there, and we'll throw an internal server error, or we get the process, and that might work. I mean, it might. Rust Analyzer might not hate it. We need to probably import some things. There we go. What's it complaining about here? Why doesn't it like that? No method named into response found for tuple status code asserted JSON value. Let's look at an example of something where we're returning JSON again. What is that supposed to look like? Oh, yeah, Axum JSON wraps around it. Okay. So that's the first half. And then the second half is to run Whisper. And we'll pipe in the output from the first half. Okay. How are we going to do that? Do I still have that file? No, I closed it. Control-Shift-T. A couple times. Oh no, it's way gone. Never mind. Okay, let's say let Whisper command. Whisper detection. Sure. Except we're not going to run that. We can run Whisper directly. And then we have lots of arguments. Dash dash model, correct. That's a good guess, but it should actually be like tiny. Again, a lot of these things will be parameterized in different ways. Either put in a variable somewhere here, or passed in like track, or maybe as environment variables. Okay, stdn out is that. We don't. Huh. What does spawn do here? Executes the commands the child process, returning a handle to it. Spawn wait. Okay, we'll come back to that. I don't think we need to care about std out here. Okay, so let's continue working on those arguments. So we have a model dir. Yeah, it can be models for now, and this will be another thing that will be an environment variable. I don't know why it insists on an input. That's not even a thing over here. We're doing output format next. JSON. Output dir. Yep. Nope. Huh. I wonder, is there an output file name? Because I noticed that the output was like dash dot JSON. It would be kind of nice if there was a way to specify the name of the output file. Output dir, output format, task language, temperature, best of, beam size, patience. probably what we're going to need to do for safety is make a temp directory and use that as output dir. To do. Make a temp dir. Yep. For now, this will be fine. And then task. Transcribe, correct. Device. Nope, not CPU, CUDA. Language. Again, potentially configurable, although I don't imagine I'll be doing any streams in other languages. Despite my years of Duolingo. Threads. A number. I guess 4 is fine. What was the actual... What did the help say about threads? Number of threads to use PyTorch for CPU inference. I guess it doesn't matter if we're not using CPU inference. Inference? Whatever you like. And then we pass in a dash to say that we're reading from standard input. And maybe that works. And we're doing the same thing here where we're matching to handle for errors. Okay, doesn't like that. Handle for reading from the child standard output if it has been captured. Child std out dot take to unwrap. Take. Does that make you happy? Nope. The trait bound stdio from this is not satisfied. So what is std intake? Examples. Yep. Yeah, we're missing something, aren't we? Can we get back to here? Do we have an example of piping std out from one thing to another thing? I feel like there should be something that we are... Or maybe this should be simpler. What is audio extraction to std out? It is an option of a child std out. Okay, let std out equals child std out take unwrap. What if we did that? What does that look like? Of course, it's not child, it's audio extraction. And then this becomes this. Now, it's still wrong, but at least... So we have a child std out, whatever that is. The standard output stream for spawn children. Okay. Yeah, it thinks that should be the right thing. So let's try some more Googling. Rust command pipe std. How to pipe commands in Rust. Stack Overflow is still a thing. What you need is the documentation. What a pal. But they do explain everything line by line. Spawn. STDN. STDIO from. That is what I was looking for. Hey, look. There's documentation. STDIO from echo out. Echo out being echo child.std out, yada yada yada. Okay. This. We don't want to use unwrap here. I think. But consuming them because this function may panic. Recall. Yeah. So we should use match here as well to ensure that we don't have a thing that could panic. Yep, so if we have some std out, we have std out. And if we have none, we throw a 500 error. This is good enough. Maybe. Oh, it doesn't like that. Why not? This was fine when we did unwrap. What does this need? Yeah, it converts from something. So this was fine? No. Lies. Or we are potentially missing an import. That's sometimes a thing, right? We have those. Woo! All the wrong buttons. There we go. Control V. Save that. Which command are we supposed to be running? Ooh, maybe that's the thing. Is stdio a thing in Tokyo process? And should we be using that? It's private. Okay. Oh, it won't strip out the comma for me. Fine. Okay. I guess I should be looking at Tokyo specific docs then. Tokyo. Surely it's possible. command in Tokyo process. Here we go. I feel lunch calling me. But let's see if we can actually get this thing to work and be able to make an API call. That would be really great if we could do that in this segment of the stream. Okay, so we can output, we can std out. Defaults to piped when used with output. With output. What is the output method, function, whatever you want to call it? What does that do? MNOP, so it should be... Hey, it's not alphabetical. Of course not. Why would it be alphabetical? Oh, there's this. Okay. Executes the command as a child process, waiting for it to finish and collecting all of its output. We definitely don't want to do that. Use spawn. Child std out. Maybe. Yeah, but this refers to the standard process stdio piped. Let's try another search. Tokyo command. Yeah, async command pipes. Maybe the top level documentation here has more information. Command new. Command std out piped. And then we read it. That's what this is doing. What about... With some coordination, we can also pipe the output of one command into another. Okay, echo, take and wrap, try into, expect. Oh, try into. stdio. Is this using the standard process stdio? Maybe that's what we're missing. Let's try that. So what we want to do here is we want to say audio extraction. We're going to just call it audio, which is a stdio. Dot try into? I wonder if we can just use into. Nope, doesn't like that. Because let's see if we do try into. Underscore. Okay. That's good, but then we have a result, so we have to match. Since we don't want to have any panics, can't just use unwrap. There we go. So either we get the audio or we get an error. And does that make this happy? Yes. So we take this and we put this into here. We don't need to do the conversion here anymore. Cannot borrow audio extraction to std out as mutable, as audio extraction is not declared as mutable. So we just need a mute, maybe. Okay, no more red squigglies, just yellows. Good. Okay, so now we have the bit that's going to run FFmpeg. We have the bit that's going to run Whisper. We need to wait, which maybe this will do. So this is wait with output. What if we didn't wait with output? I don't know that we need output. What other options do we have here? Control space. Wait. So we'll call this status. Cannot borrow as okay. Seen that before. MUT. Okay, and now we have a Whisper status. We probably want to check that the status is good. So we say if it's not successful, we'll return an error. Good enough. And then, oh, this is interesting. What does Copilot think it's doing now? So game plan here, right? So we've run these commands. It's going to produce a JSON file, right? We want to parse the JSON file and then return that JSON as the JSON we want to return from our API. So we do need to figure out where the output is. Now, right now, it's just going to be in OBS transcriptions dash.json. So we can probably be like, let transcription path, transcription. Nope. If only I could type. SCRIPT transcriptions. Transcription path, I think is what I want. Ah, so close. And right now what it's doing is it's just making a file at dash.json. So that's where we'll look. And then we need to read that file and read the file. I'm surprised Copilot's not just generating the result for us. And parse the JSON. I've read a file before, right? In Rust. How is that supposed to work? Where did we do that last time? Was that in AI API? Maybe in state.rs? No, in main.rs? Looks like we... Oh, interesting. We just use stdfs read to string. Yeah, we can do something like that. That's interesting. But we're just gonna like do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say let transcription match this. You know, if nothing else, Copilot is good at writing the match to just do the same thing over and over again. Okay, so that's gonna get us our transcription string. We should probably just call this like underscore JSON. Okay, and then we'll let actual transcription. Aha. Okay, and I think we're done with this command, right? Maybe? I'm gonna keep it around, but I'll just move it so it's not on the side there anymore. Get us a little bit more space. And, okay. Oh, I lost my suggestion. Okay, so this is gonna use SerDes.json from str. This might even work. I think a different thing we could do, and in fact, let me make a note for next time, is use a struct to parse the JSON. So we'll define a struct that resembles the shape of the output that Whisper provides, so that we can parse using that. I think that'll be better. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're not even gonna worry about kind of, oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. So we're going to, see, how does this work? Exum, JSON, something like that. So we're just gonna take the whole transcript that we get from the JSON file, and we're gonna dump it out. So there's a lot of things that we need to do to make this really work safely and properly the way it's supposed to. But this should maybe even compile. And we should be able to call it and see what the output is without having to go and like open the file and look. All right. So fingers crossed that this works first try. Because I would really like to end the stream soon and get some lunch. So I'll take this time to say thanks for those that are hanging out here in the chat. I see some new names, so thanks for coming by. I do these coding streams every Sunday morning, at least morning for me. And then I do other streams throughout the week, doing playing some video games. I have actually a schedule here on Twitch, so you can check that out if you want. Okay, that's maybe working. Do we have our container running? Transcription API. All right, somewhere I have a postman. There we go. So we're gonna try. I think we just need to do like a post. So this is gonna be like API transcription. Detect segment G-M-E-N-T. And this will make more sense once we actually do the rest of the API. That might be the right path, the right URL. Right, so we need to be sending a body. We're not actually doing anything with it yet, but not JavaScript. How about JSON? Where is... Nope. There it is. Okay, so it is checking that we are passing in the right things into the input, even though we're not doing anything with it. So we can just pass in URIs and just give an empty list. Aha. I think we also have to send a track. Again, we're not doing anything with this yet, but the input validation is requiring it. We might as well give it 2. Seems like that was enough. Whisper failed. Hey, Brainless. How's it going? You've come in right at the part where we've like the first 2 hours of the stream were just like me playing with Docker and command line stuff. And we finally actually written some code just in the last like 30 minutes and are trying to run it. And it failed. Which, you know, that happens. How is your Sunday? Your last day of the year? Or wait, where are you in the world? All right, so what failed here? We permission denied models. All while closing my obsession for a little bit. Right. Mind over magic. It is the 31st. In some places. All right. What? Okay, permission denied models. So we're trying to download the model from the internet, as you do. And we should have... Yep, 2 weeks, 140 hours. That's a bit of time. Just a little bit of time. Yeah, model path model. Is it model or models? It's model. Seeing there's that. It's a volume. It's writable. Well, we shouldn't need to download anything because it's already there. Why is it not seeing it? Okay, let's check the code. So the command that we're running here, Whisper model dir /models. So why? This is recent, right? Just in the last 3 minutes. Permission denied /models. Model /name, download root in memory. Huh. What's up with that? Maybe if I put another slash on the end? Let's try this again. So in our Docker file, we are making a model directory, and we're making it so the current user owns that, so that the service running inside of this will be able to write to that directory. But, and we did test this. Well, did we test it? Yeah, I think we tested it after we... Oh, here's the command. Yeah, I did use model dir. Oh, I did have a extra slash on the end. Maybe that's it. That's the difference. Because I did run this command manually inside of the container. Maybe it did. Let's see. Models. Oh, so it did. What's up with that? Oh. Yeah, that's wrong. This is eventually going to be an environment variable. We're just right now attempting to like force everything through. Oh, hey, how do I pronounce your name? Lady Versailles? Lady Versailles? I don't know. Yes, bug found indeed. Thank you for stopping by and chatting. It's nice to see some people coming by from, let's see, I think we were, we saw each other in Marx's stream, right? I'll be going back over there after lunch as well to hang out on his 24-hour stream. Okay, I guess I have to rebuild again because we made that one change. Which is, yeah, why this should be an environment variable, but... Hello? Oh, okay. A little laggy. All right. So, I have a request for those that are here. Who do we want to raid? So, we could definitely raid another coding stream if someone has a suggestion in mind. Or we could go raid... No, I think maybe it's just my computer. Or we could go raid Marxy since I'm going there after this anyway. He's definitely not doing coding. I think he's doing, presumably still doing the roleplay in GTA 5. I have no one on my list that would be interesting to raid. Very well. Let's see. No, yeah, I think my computer is just a little laggy. It's been a few days since I've rebooted. And, you know, we're running Windows over here. As it goes. So it goes. I'm going to jump into a Mind Over Magic stream after this. I could suggest that one if you want to check out the game. Yeah. We could do that. But first, does this work? If it doesn't return immediately, that's a good sign. This should take... I don't know exactly how long this took last time. I think less than maybe a minute. So what we're doing right now, hopefully, is we're taking one of the 20-minute segments from earlier in the stream. Send you a name. Okay. Did you now? Are you sure? Did you? So what we're doing right now is we're taking the audio from a 20-minute segment of the video early in the stream, and we are turning it into text. Twitch was acting weird. Twitch is still acting weird. I don't see a whisper. Try refreshing. 504 gateway timeout. Okay, so I guess one, Nginx is probably configured with a 1 minute timeout, and two, our request. Yeah, look, 1 minute 3 seconds. Our request took more than a minute. So, but overall, I think you can see this is probably working. Yeah, EOF and busy connection. Yeah, so we can probably increase the timeout. The thing is I don't. Yeah, I dealt with that when I was working on my transcoding microservice. Yes. Timeouts. Why? Where do we control the timeout? Inside a server or inside of HTTP? Probably inside of HTTP. Also, I don't recall the details, but I remember adding a feedback with percentage done during the transcoding to allow the site to fetch the progress. Yeah, the idea here, right? So this is just the segment, and there's a bunch of segments in the the overall video, right? What I wanted to do was make this so that it's fast enough that let's see, time out. Not keep alive timeout. What is the time to Google? Nginx timeouts? Or wait, or do I have a timeout in Axum? That's also possible in the common API. If I wasn't looking closely, I might have. Let's see. We have a bunch of layers that do different things, right? Trace layer, cores, route, compression, propagated, for the request ID, shutdown signal. No, it doesn't look like I have a timeout there. Yeah, gateway timeout. That sounds right. Hey, Stack Overflow has something. Looks proxy read timeout. That looks like it. Now I'm guessing I would need to do this for each thing. Yeah, 60 seconds is the default. Defines a timeout for reading response from the proxy server. Timeout is only set between 60 seconds. Okay, 600 seconds should be enough for anyone. So we'll save that, and Docker compose up again. Come on, I really want to see this succeed before we end the stream. Now, still no DM, no whisper, whatever you want to call it, unless you send it in Discord. Nope. Okay. just refreshing Twitch in a different tab just to see. And I'm looking at my whispers, and there is a whisper from you, but it's from a while ago. It's a paste bin back from middle of November. Come on. There. All right. Will it blend? Pirate signal broadcast. What a provocative name. Nah. All right. Yeah, we could rate Pirate Signal Broadcast. Yeah, I don't know. Twitch is being Twitch. So we got 5 minutes before Twitch is going to make me roll ads, so we're going to wrap up the stream before then. So, things to say. Fingers crossed that this request works and doesn't take 10 minutes. Did it time out again? How? Did this restart? Did I update the right thing? Is there some other timeout that I need to change? Okay. Well, pretty sure all this works though. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch this. And we're gonna go HTTP proxy read. Oh, okay. So I probably just have it in the wrong section. It doesn't need to be in, according to a blog post. There you go. It's very authoritative. All right, so we'll try that really quick. Inside of HTTP, huh? Yeah, that seems believable. And it's much more convenient than having to put it inside of each location. Can go in multiple places though. Yep. Maybe it'll be faster this time. Come on. But whispers aren't working. Oh well. I feel like half the stream has just been watching the build go. Well, that's good. It's a chance to chat, to answer questions, and yeah, take it a little easy. We don't need to be like churning out thousands of lines of code. Okay. But maybe we'll have something working. Yes. That is true. It shouldn't need to, you would think. All right, so now the question is, how long does this actually take to run? I don't think it actually takes much more than a minute to run. I didn't actually time it when I ran it manually from inside of the Docker container, but we were able to establish that it is able to do GPU accelerated like CUDA inference inside of Docker. So we got that working. I guess we could actually have something better to look at than this. Here we go. So we can see the here's the output from FFmpeg, where it's extracting the audio, and looks like it finished doing that. So it should be like piping all the audio into. Oh, that's not good. Found unexpected EOF and busy connection. Okay. Didn't work. So, between this time and next time, I'm going to figure out why this is timing out. You know, Brainless, if you wanted to, you could go over to this project. This project is on GitHub. So let's mention all the things that need to be mentioned here. So this project is on GitHub. It is open source. And I don't know why you'd want to contribute to it, but if you did, or if you wanted to say open a bug about the issue that you're just talking about, that would be welcome. I see a couple people have started besides me. This whole thing, in fact, all the things that I do here on Twitch are also on the YouTube VODs channel that I made, which is here. There's also a Discord that a few people have joined, where folks are more than welcome to join and talk about things I'm streaming or even things I'm not streaming. There we go. All right, so we're gonna wrap up things here. I'm gonna go over to this screen. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out, chatting or lurking, whatever the case may be. We're gonna go raid Pirate Signal Broadcast.